You have zero chance of winning if you don't have a belief that you can do it. And I think somewhere along the line in these difficult losses, we've started believing more, and hope has become a real thing that you can go on the field and beat good football teams. You've played close games with them, but you can win them, and it's going to take an amount of that belief. Going into Tuscaloosa to win. It's not an easy place to play. No road. Just look at the SEC every week. You play on the road, it's hard enough to win at home, but you go on the road, it's really difficult, and so that's a tall task that we have to have. But it better start with us believing that we can go in there and win.
Be the first Iron Bowl in a while that Nick Saban won't be on the other sideline for Alabama. When you study them, do you still see his fingerprints on this roster, or is this team kind of devoid of what Nick Saban was all about?
I have on my list to call him and make sure he's out of town, and not in town this week. First, I have great respect for Kalen DeBoer, and we go way back to NAIA days, and he's had success everywhere he's been. And then Kane Womack, obviously my ties with his family. His father was my DC for years, and I gave Kane his first job at Ole Miss, and to watch him, he's got a wonderful family, and so I've got great respect for those guys also, and they've got one of my former guys as the defensive analyst there, and he knows all our stuff, and so we got to combat that again this week. But so I have great respect for Kalen and Kane and that staff there. Obviously, Nick was he's a friend of mine, but also I love competing against him because he's arguably the best that's done it. And I know a lot of people say, well, he always had good rosters. Well, that's part of being a good coach is you go get good rosters, and he was always very good at that. And it's different for sure. The scheme is a little different. It's not the same as what you would see under a Nick defense. I mean, there's some similarities. There's always going to be some, but it's not the same.